The Switch is Nintendo's second attempt at a tablet-based home gaming console. It's both a course correction and an attempt to make good on the promise and the failure of the Wii U. The Switch is immediately more successful, which shouldn't be surprising. Nintendo did learn from the Wii U's mistakes when it came to hardware. But Nintendo wouldn't be Nintendo without making some baffling choices, and when it comes to the Switch, we have plenty of questions.
Do you press a button to get them to slide off?
Let's start with the Switch itself. Its screen is 6 inches diagonally with 720p resolution. It displays 236.87 pixels per inch. Not as dense as the iPhone 6s, for example, with 326 ppi, but the picture is still bright and sharp. The display supports 10-point multi-touch, so yeah, it looks like a tablet, and it walks like a tablet. The technology that powers the Switch isn't on par with the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. But it does have the most powerful guts we've seen in a handheld gaming device. Nintendo's big selling point is that the Switch can be played 3 ways. Yeah! In handheld mode, the entire console is portable. The solution of slotting the Joy-Cons onto the sides of the Switch looks elegant, but isn't particularly ergonomic in practice. There's absolutely a holy shit, it works moment when you dock your console for the first time and the gameplay almost instantly transfers to the television. The dock itself is nothing flashy. It's designed to blend in. Here too, Nintendo's design feels functional in the best sense of the word. Tabletop mode is the Switch's weakest point. The kickstand feels cheap and flimsy, and when it's standing upright, the console can't be connected to its charger, which attaches to a USB-C port on the bottom. The Joy-Cons are an exercise in compromise. Used separately, each controller is a little bit awkward in its own special way. The right Joy-Con has a joystick in the middle, and the left one has a D-pad in the middle, each with a wasteland of empty space on the opposite side.
I like it 0%.
The stretch that your thumbs will have to do is going to take some getting used to. Using the Joy-Con grip to turn your 2 tiny controllers into one normal one also feels like a compromise.
Ta-da!
It's just plastic, and it doesn't have the heft of a DualShock 4 or Xbox One controller. Ours quickly picked up scratches from just a few days of light use. The vertical alignment of the sticks and the buttons isn't as ergonomic as the angled arrangement on the Xbox One, DualShock 4, or even the Wii U Pro controllers.
Actually, the more I use it, the more uncomfortable it becomes. That's probably not a good thing.
The grip that ships with the Switch also can't charge your Joy-Cons. We knew this, but the reality is still frustrating. The charging grip is sold separately for $30. To put it plainly, if your Joy-Cons die while you're playing Zelda on your enormous HD TV, you'll have to switch to handheld mode. $30 isn't a lot of money, but it's more than you should have to pay just to ensure that your home console can be consistently played on a TV in your home. We're definitely fans of the new Pro Controller, but again, that's $70 for yet another accessory. Its offset analog sticks might take some getting used to, but it's more comfortable than the Joy-Con grip. The Switch's UI is simple and easily navigable. It's also fast. Gone are the bubbly, cartoonish aesthetics of the Wii U and the 3DS. There are subtle animations and sound effects when you select a menu option, and these add in a dash of Nintendo charm. Still, there's something beautiful about this UI's simplicity. Here's another considerable positive. Like its handheld brethren, you don't need to install a physical copy of a game to the device's internal storage before you can play it. This is a pleasant difference between the Switch and its home console competitors. Now, about all those questions that we had, there's a lot that we still don't know about the Switch. Many features are still locked behind a day one firmware update. This includes being able to buy software via the eShop. It includes multiplayer functionality and who knows what system features. What will the online functionality look like? When do we get the Virtual Console? How does the friends list work? We'll find out. Compared to the Wii U on basic merits, the Switch is a slam dunk. The hardware also passes a basic but all-important test. It lives up to its name. It's dead simple to switch between portable and console modes. That it launches with a game as anticipated as Breath of the Wild is an obvious win for the system. But what about the other games? There is a host of indie games coming to the Switch over the course of the year, but the console itself launches with only 4 original titles and 6 ports of already released games. That's not great. The console needs games, especially since it currently has a dearth of third-party apps. You'll have to stick to streaming Netflix on your phone. Or your 3DS, ironically. With functionality like voice chat arriving at a nebulous deadline of this summer, the Switch's launch period is essentially going to last half the year. Nintendo's vision is clearer than it's been in years, and now it needs to prove that it can pull it all together. Online infrastructure, purchases, and account management are not trivial. These are huge blank spaces in our understanding of this console. Nintendo has demonstrated that it wants to move forward, and we hope it will. But the Switch isn't a fully functional console yet, and the company still has hard work to do. Let's just start that over. Goodbye. All right.
We should be including this in the review.